8, also known as David. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a garage tour. So I'm going to start off. I've got two garages, 10 car fill up. But this is my first garage. This is my more expensive one, so I'm going to start off with this one, then we're going to go to my second one. So first off, I just want to say all my cars have the maximum EMS, transmission, turbo, brakes, and armor upgrades. So they're all good performance-wise. I'm just pretty much showing off how they look. So here I've got my Dinka Double T. I don't have any other bikes. I haven't tried any other bikes out, but I bought this one first, and I really like it. It's really fast. It's always a good time. I love to use it for bike races. I got matte black with the carbon fiber panels and then the white wall tires, so I think it looks pretty cool. It's got black tire smoke too. Over here we have my Zentorno. I love this car. It is so fast. And you can actually ramp other people off of it when you hit them going fast enough because it's built like a ramp on wheels. So that's always fun. This car, matte black and matte blue accents. I got the matte blue spoiler, and I've got blue tire smoke on this one, I'm pretty sure. Over here we have the Bullet. I just got this. Now I'm a little disappointed with the Bullet. I didn't know what you could do to it before. I didn't know how much you could change it up. But it turns out the secondary color, it just puts a stripe at the bottom. Both my secondary and primary are both matte black, so you can't see it. And you can't change the windows, and you can't really add on a lot to it. So I didn't know that before I bought it, but I'm still happy I purchased it. It's still a really cool car. It's really unique. It's really fast. Not a lot of people have it, so I really like it. And I'm definitely going to race it around a lot. Here we have my Jester. This is a work in progress. I'm trying to get it all pink. I still need to unlock the pink wheels. I can do like 16 more turbo starts or something. But yeah, I've got this car pretty modded up. I've got the roll cage and chassis upgrades, see all the vents and stuff. I got the bumpers. I've got this huge spoiler in the back, and yeah. And for most of my cars, I've had a mix between pure black windows, dark smoke windows, and limo tint windows. I'd say limo tint are my favorite because the pure black are kind of fake, like my Vaca over there. And I don't know, it doesn't look that realistic. And then the dark smoke isn't really dark enough, so the window tint's kind of my favorite. And you can still see the roll cage in the back. So that's why I like that. And this has pink tire smoke too. Over here, this is a Penumbra. I'm not sure how to say it. This isn't that fast of a car. It's a little bit slower than the LG over there. But I got it because I just saw it on the street, and I figured you could do a lot to it. It turns out you can actually mod this car a lot. As you can see, I've got the front splitter on there with the canards. I got custom skirts. I got this huge muffler, or mufflers, and then I've got the huge spoiler. I've got it as sort of like a black color. I think it's like dark blue steel or something. And then I've got the yellow pearlescent and then the yellow secondary color. I just think it looks sick. Those are the really expensive carbon fiber wheels. But then I've got yellow as the color, so they've got kind of yellow lines around them. So I think it looks awesome. Overall, I'm really excited about this car. I really love it. It's got yellow tire smoke too, so it just completes it. Here we have my LG. The LG is an amazing car, especially for being a Freed car. It is so fast. It can keep up with a number of supercars. I'm really impressed by this car. But I've got the matte black, matte blue look going on here. Blue accents, limo window tint there. And yeah, it's actually really speedy. I love this car. And I've got the vented hood. So as you can see, the main idea in my garage is matte black with accents. Obviously I change it up sometimes, but overall I'm a big fan of matte black, so that's what I go with most of the time. Here we've got the Vaca. This car, I haven't really done a lot to it appearance wise. I kind of chose this paint originally, and then I just threw on some red wheels and put on pure black windows. I might change the windows, I might change the paint and the wheels. I'm not sure, but for now I might keep it because it's unique. None of my other cars are really red. This is like a lava red color. I just like it because it's really shiny and it's different than the rest of my cars. But the Vaca is pretty fast too. Definitely doesn't keep up with the Zentorno or the Turismo, but it's one of my faster cars. Here we have the Obey 9F. I just bought this car. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed in it because you can't really modify it as much as I thought you could. You can put a spoiler on it, but it's just carbon fiber. There's only one option. There aren't a lot of the bumpers don't change a whole lot. There aren't a lot of skirts or anything. I mean, it's a cool car, but it's not as customizable as I thought it was going to be. I do like how you can see the engine in the back, and I'm going midnight blue on this one, which I've never done before, and I really like it. I think it looks awesome. But the secondary color, all it changes is that little window in the back there. You can kind of see the lights bouncing off of it right now. That's the only part that changes colors, so that's kind of disappointing, but it's alright. It's still a fast car. It just the only thing I'd have to say about the 9F, if you're thinking about getting it, is the handling isn't great. It does slide out a lot on turns. You have to really brake. You have to know how to handle it. It's a tricky car, but it is really fast. Here we've got my Turismo. I love this car. It was my first supercar. I've got matte black for the primary, and then my crew color. That's actually that blue on the top. I love the crew color, and I've got crew color tire smoke. Oh, and by the way, I've got black tire smoke, red tire smoke, blue tire smoke. So all my tire smokes match my cars. I don't know if I said that already, but that's one of my favorite things that I do. So yeah, this car is really, really, really clean looking. It's really fast, and also I love it because it's the only car in my garage that you can like walk up on top of it. So that's pretty cool. Here we've got a Corvette. I also just bought this. I've got the matte black, matte red combo going. I used to be a real big fan of black cars with red accents, but I never actually did it in GTA. I don't know why, but I decided to try it with this car, and I think it looks amazing. And those wheels are really sick. I think they're called Solars or something. Solars. I don't know. They're really expensive, but they've got the machine face with the red in the back. I really like it. Unfortunately, I actually don't have red tire smoke for this car or that car. The Vaca or the Corvette, because I haven't actually unlocked red tire smoke yet. But all my other cars, the tire smoke matches it. So this is my expensive garage, you guys. So let's head on over to my second garage, and I'll show you those cars. So my second garage, it's actually not an apartment at all. It's just a garage. It's the cheapest 10-car garage you can get. I pretty much have it just because I figure I don't really need 2 apartments, so I just keep it to keep my other 10 cars. So right now my garages are filled up, and there's not really a whole lot of other cars that I want. The only car I want that I don't have really is the Adder and the Sabre Turbo. I think that car is sick. I don't have either one of those, but if I ever get one of them, I'll probably replace one of my cars in this second garage. But right now I love all the cars I have. Alright. And there goes my hood. But yeah, it's not too bad. There's about 1.5 miles in between my 2 garages, so when I want to switch cars between them, it doesn't take that long to drive back and forth. I'm driving like a hooligan right now because my microphone is actually right in front of my face, so it covers up like half the screen. So I can't really see the middle of the screen where my car is. As you can see, I just missed that turn. I had no idea. But yeah, so I'm also thinking about doing a video after this one, kind of showing off my apartment, my outfits, my tattoos, all my Pegasus vehicles, pretty much just showing off everything besides like all the stuff that I'm not showing off in this video, if that makes sense. Kind of like, I don't know what I'll call it. Like, this is obviously going to be my garage tour. I don't know what I'll call the other one, like my profile or my tattoos apartment. I just might call it like house tour apartment tattoos. I don't know. I'll come up with a name for it. But yeah, so let's go inside. So like I said, you guys, I've got 20 garage spaces, 10 in each, and they're all filled up, so that really stinks. So if I get either the Adder or the Sabre Turbo, I'm going to have to find something to replace. But I think I can do that. So let's start in the back. Back here I've got my Hummer. Now, there's not a whole lot you can do to this car, but I really wanted one for a long time. All these cars aren't maxed out, by the way, my second garage. All these cars, they're not maxed out, and I don't necessarily have them all exactly the way I want them. I've put all my money into my first garage, really. These are kind of just like my leftovers that I'll toy around with later. So here's my Hummer. I think this one actually is maxed out, though. I've got the turbo and stuff on it, which is a waste of money, honestly. But it's really big. This is really fun because you can drive over other cars with it. Here I've got my surfer van. My other 2 friends that I play with all the time online, all 3 of us have a surfer van. So that's really fun because sometimes once you get the bulletproof tires on them, you can kind of cruise around and like stay away from the cops for a while because they're pretty much like rolling tanks. So that's really fun. Here I've got my lowrider. What's this called? It's called a Peyote. One of my other friends has the same one, but he's got the non-convertible version. You can see a little Los Santos Customs. The reason why I love some of these muscle cars is they're really customizable. Actually, for $900, I got those little metal wires down by the wheels. They're called curb feelers. Probably the most useless add-on I've ever put on a car. But yeah, as you can see, I've got the bug catcher sticking out there. It just looks really, really cool. This car is not fast. None of these cars are really that fast. This one especially is very slow, but it looks cool. So Here I've got my Futo. Futos are actually really speedy. They're some of the most customizable cars in the game. They've got so many different bumpers and add-ons and hood scoops and like so many different options. I'm going for the Bumblebee look on this one. I got the yellow tire smoke and green tire smoke and so on. But yeah, this car, the only bad thing about it is it's kind of like the 9F in that it doesn't take turns very well. It drifts out a lot, but at the same time, if you can drift really well, you can use it to your advantage to take turns, so it's kind of like a two-way street. This is my Bifta. I've got like a blue pearlescent on there with a blue my crew color for the secondary. I think this thing looks absolutely sick. I've got this all modded out, so it goes really fast. I think I've got it fully upgraded, but Biftas are awesome. I always use it for my off-road races. It's really fun. My other friend has a Bifta too, so we kind of race him a lot. Over here I've got Faggio, however you say it. This is my first car that I ever bought. I would say it's a waste of money, but it was only $5,000, so it's not really that big of a deal. This is probably what I'll replace if I get one of those other two cars, but for now I just keep them around and I mess around on them sometimes. But you cannot change that seat. It is zebra print no matter what you do, so that really sucks. But I got a matte green on there. I actually spent a lot of money on the paint job. I don't know why. Here I've got my Sultan. It's kind of like the Futo, but faster and a little bit nicer. They're both made by Karen, so they're like similar things. But this is also super customizable. I've got the matte black, matte blue going on. This car is really is fast for what it is. So is the Futo. They're both pretty speedy, but they're obviously not supercars or really nice cars. That's why they're in this garage. Here I've got my Dominator. Lime green, matte, and matte ice white. This is one of my first ever cars I got like a cool paint job on. I love this car. It's really fast. But being a muscle car, it also has pretty bad handling. Most of these cars in here do. Most of them slide out a lot on turns. But yeah, it's pretty fast. I've got this fully upgraded. Here I've got my Dubsta G-Wagon in real life. Some of my other friends online, we all have these. We all pimped ours out in different ways. I was trying to black it out as much as possible. And the Dubsta is really unique in that all the attachments, like the roof rack and the side steps, there's like chrome options and there's matte black options, which is really cool. They almost like want you to make it matte black. And here, last but not least, I've got my Sand King. This truck is just huge. It is so much fun. I use this in off-road races sometimes when I don't really want to win, but I kind of want to run over the bikers and kill some people, which is really easy with this truck. I've got this pretty much modded out all the way. It's really fast, actually. I've got the extended fuel tanks, all that shit. Matte orange, matte black. I just think this truck looks amazing, and it's always good to have a truck in your garage. But yeah, you guys, that was all my cars. So I'll be doing some more GTA videos soon, but I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. All right, bye.